Happy Friday, Collective. How's everyone doing? It's an interesting feeling. Kind of like taking things as they come. A little bit calm, serene. Princess of Wands. Okay. Taking things a little bit at a time. Knowing that there is something coming. Something being planned. But being patient, taking a little bit at a time. Something is at the very beginning. It's in the works. It's in the works. Okay. So that's the state of what somebody is in right now. All right. Not everyone, of course. Okay. So what is this idea? What is this idea or plan? Three of Pentacles. Somebody's getting something together. They're getting something ready. So somebody could be, preparing their work, preparing their works, preparing, getting something together, doing something, maybe ready to work for another person. Or preparing for a collaboration, getting together with another person. Okay. Putting all the pieces together. Somebody's like, hey, we're supposed to go do this. Hey, I need you to bring this, this, and this. Don't forget that. Okay, I got it. And you need anything else along the way? It's like that. Okay. Or it could be just somebody's like getting ready. Sometimes you do things you don't even realize why you're doing it. You're just doing it. You're like, why am I doing this? I don't know. You just kind of keep doing it. For whatever reason, you kind of get sucked into it and you're just like, continue to do it and you finish it. And then you kind of go about your day and you do something, or you're doing something else, you're not paying attention to it. Then all of a sudden, voila. Whatever it was that you were working on before, you had no idea why you were doing it. You have an opportunity to use it. You're like, oh, I'm glad I got this prepared. That's what it is. Okay. So it's kind of like that. So just think of it this way. Sometimes we feel pulled to do certain things. We don't even know why. Our subconscious is kind of like guiding us. Or whatever is kind of guiding us. And for whatever reason, you just do it. And you feel like focused on it. You feel like you have to accomplish it. You feel like you have to get it done. That's because it's preparing you for something else. So that's why you kind of go with it. Don't question it. Just do it. Okay? Okay. What is it that's not being seen? What is this that is on the path, more or less? Seven of Pentacles. It says success unfulfilled. However, okay. I'm going to get more on this. However, I think that somebody gets into the idea or they get trapped into the mindset that everything has to be wonderful, wondrous, remarkable, all-consuming. This is going to, sweep me off my feet and I'm going to live happily ever after. At some point, we have to get out of that fantasy and realize that, life is of ebb and flow. There's good and there's bad. And there's nothing that we can ever do to escape it. Ever. At one point, everything's going to be going great. Next point, not so great. The trick is learning to navigate these feelings. Learning to understand certain things about yourself. About the world. That there's other people around us that are affecting energies as well. We just have to be able to sidestep and navigate it. and be prepared, mentally strong. Okay? Whether it is, financially, mentally, physically. What is it that you're preparing for? Okay? Everything basically has the same hierarchy. I don't know why I want to say that word. The same patterns. It's just a different end goal. So whatever it is something that somebody's been preparing for, maybe it didn't really fully come into fruition, or maybe it did. They're just not recognizing it as far as whatever it is. They're seeing something that could be very, very small, when in fact, it's basically confirmation, and just be grateful for it. Somebody could have been told that, if you do this, you're going to be wealthy, or you're going to be rich. You're going to, if you buy this ticket, you could win, blah, blah, blah. And you win, and it's like something that's very, very small or minor, and it's just like, The thought is about dreaming big and also being grateful for whatever it was. Okay? Lovers. So, somebody has been disappointed in love. Who hasn't? I think sometimes we get trapped or caught in this belief that we are so wonderful and remarkable, and that we should never have any kind of disappointments in our life. It's pretty unrealistic. It's very unrealistic. Abandoned success. Somebody left. Somebody could even be like, you know what, I've put so much into certain things. I've put so much into love. I don't want to deal with love anymore. Why? Somebody could be focusing far too much on whatever it is with their idea of what love is, or how it's supposed to be. Okay? Just because it hasn't worked thus far doesn't mean it can't work ever. Okay? But somebody could be putting too much emphasis on that. They're making that the primary mark of their life. If it is, it is. But in everything, there's going to be disappointment. Okay? Now, somebody wanted to do something to, I don't know. Somebody, because this could be like a couple different things, but I feel like somebody is like reflecting on their life as far as, this thing happens with everything. Okay. It happens with love, it happens with money, it happens with work, it happens with friends, whatever. If it does, then why is that? Look at that. What is it that you're doing that's the same in every scenario? Doesn't mean that you're a bad person. It just means maybe there's some sort of pattern or something like that, or something that you're fixated on. And it really could be the fact of what it is that you view something to be. That's why you get disappointed. If you just kind of let things go and just realize that, everything is a game of chance. Let go of whatever it is that you think it's supposed to look like or how it's supposed to be. That's why. It's kind of unrealistic. Because there's other people involved. We're surrounded by people all the time. All right. So what to do is, get a sense that somebody depends on other people too much. Not everyone is very responsible. Sometimes people have other things going on. Sometimes people can't commit to certain things. Sometimes they can. Sometimes people are just irresponsible. It is what it is. So let go of whatever it is that you think that it's supposed to be. So-and-so said they were going to be here, and they said that they were going to help me with this and with that. Well, that could be your idea of how things are, but Apparently it didn't work out that way. So be a little bit more flexible with it. Somebody needs to be a little bit more flexible. Prudence. 8 of Pentacles. Is someone becoming wise? Maybe that's what somebody needs to do, is start reflecting on certain things. Piecing it together. Seeing the patterns. Seeing the patterns. And I just saw the Justice card staring at me, and then there's the 10 of Swords. Ruin. King of Pentacles. Okay. This feels like a different person. Who is this King of Pentacles? The Ruin with the King of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. 2 people are stubborn as F. Stubborn as F. I had the King and Queen of Pentacles in another reading. At some point, somebody has faced adversity, ruin, and ending. Okay. So, in a nutshell, let's wrap this up. Let's bring us all into layman terms. Somebody was to do something, collaborate with somebody, get together with somebody, go out with somebody, hang out with somebody. Did you bring the dip? I forgot the dip. I don't know. I don't know why I'm getting something about dip. Did you get the dip? I don't know what that's about. I feel like somebody is wise and they're like, it's like letting go of the outcome or letting go of the expectation. That's what it is. Who is this couple? There is something about these two. I had them in another reading. Judgment. Ace of Cups. I had the Ace of Pentacles a minute ago. Ace of Cups. Judgment. All right, let me just put it this way. There are 2 people here. And just because it's only, here's what I'm getting. It's showing Pentacles because it shows how far well aligned these 2 people are. This does not mean that it's male and female. It doesn't even mean that there is masculine and feminine. These are just 2 souls. And they go together. One is not higher than the other. They are both of equal playing field. They are both of equal expertise. Whoever these 2 are, they are both equal. One is not above the other. Not at all. It's only showing King and Queen because they are of the same suit. So they are of the same cloth. They are of the same fabric. They are of the same, I don't want to say bloodline because that's not accurate. Because that would sound a little bit like, they're of the same family. No, it's not that. They are of the same breed. It's definitely heavy earth energy. There's definitely heavy earth energy. I had those 2 in a recent video. A recent reading. So, there could be 2 people like resurrection. Resurrection. They're down and they're not out. They were down. They're not out. They're both rising. There is something me more on this story. There's a lot involved in this. Yep. Magician. Ace of Wands. Yeah, every ace. Every single ace. Queen of Swords. Magician. There is something here, and I'm trying to figure out the story. You know, I'm not even going to worry about it. I'm not going to worry about it. It's part of it. It's putting the expectation. It's trying to visualize it. Okay? No. It doesn't even matter what happened. Just know that, you know, there are two people that are about to rise. Two people are about to rise. It could be the same person, but I feel like it's two people. If it is somebody, then they share both. They epitomize both the masculine and feminine aspect. If it is one person, whoever this person, it's a resurrection. There's a resurrection. Somebody's about to rise. Somebody's about to rise to fame and power. Yeah. Somebody's about to rise. This is taking an intense shift. Magician. 5 of Wands. It's an Ace of Swords. Queen of Cups. So, I'm going to put it this way. Somebody's about to rise. This could be two people. If not, then it's one person who is complete. If this is one person, this person is finally complete. That's it. There could have been somebody who maybe misled, destroyed, did something. You know, things just didn't pan out the way somebody had imagined or hoped. Okay? Whoever that person is, whatever this is, you have this Queen of Cups here, who clarified this 5 of Wands. The 5 of Wands is explained as strife. Okay. So this Queen of Cups could have maybe done something to maybe this person wasn't attracted. You know, maybe they weren't so interested in somebody. Maybe something happened and they both walked away from each other. Okay. Whoever this person is over here that is about to rise. I don't know, this person's chasing something. You know, it could even be like somebody could maybe be switching their position. It's like one person that ran away is now beginning to chase. No, and I'm not making it about that. I'm not making it about that. I'm not on board with the whole twin flame thing. I'm not. Okay? I'm just not. That's just basically how life works. Regardless of what people want to regardless of what anyone wants to slap whatever label on it. Okay? That's just basically how relationships go, period. Okay? Now, I feel like somebody was very well misled or something. Tell me about this 3 of Pentacles. Chariot. Man. Perfect work. Perfected work. That's how it is. So think of it this way. If somebody rejected you at some point, if somebody hurt you at one point, if somebody denied you at one point, if someone tried to steal from you, humiliate you. Think of all that you learned from it. And I'm not talking about, looking at other people. What have you learned about yourself? What did you actually take time out to reflect on the internal you during that time? That's what they did. That's what this person did. This person made you kind of go within and work on yourself. If you're aware of it. If not, some people don't see it. Some people still continue to think that it's other people outside of them that are supposed to make them happy. And then they still, have to look at that person as a bad person. And I'm not saying that they are a great person, but however, a lot of people would not become who, the great people in this world, people that have accomplished and achieved so much, would not have maybe gotten in that position unless they were hurt, embarrassed, had their heart broken, a lot of different things. They would not accomplish anything without that catalyst, that person that did something to, make you feel like, they hurt me, I'm wounded, now I'm down, but you know what, I'm going to get back up and I'm going to become better and learn from that experience. Not everyone is capable of doing that. Well, you know what, no, that's incorrect. Everyone is capable of doing that. Not everyone is able to see it clearly because they're so wrapped up in their emotion. Okay? So, I feel like somebody's definitely come a long way. And, somebody could be like looking back and reflecting on that. And whoever this Queen of Cups is right here, you also have this Queen of Swords that's sideways, and then this Ace of Wands sideways. It's as though somebody is, I'm getting something about recalibrating. It's as though somebody else maybe feels a little indifferent with the fact of whatever it was or however it was they may have treated another person, which is a good thing. It's good. Let's say, somebody hurt you. They broke your heart. They stomped on it years ago. You used to do so much for this person. You were so in love with them. Well, maybe you lost yourself. You lost yourself in this person. And when something happened, you felt annihilated. You felt completely destroyed. You were down and out. You couldn't think of anything. You probably even still harbor some of that pain, anger. That pain had turned to anger, resentment, But think of that person. That person, sometimes what they do is they look back and, if they kind of see the error of their ways, they're like, you know what, maybe I didn't feel a certain way, but I didn't want to hurt that person, or whatever it was that they were thinking, It doesn't mean people are always necessarily out to kind of get you and sabotage you and destroy you. They're trying to find happiness too, whether it's wrong or right, just like us. Okay? Everything is basically the same thing. So let's say, maybe this person sees that, whatever it was that happened to you, maybe they're feeling a little indifferent, that maybe they should have treated you better. Maybe they're upset that you're still not down and out. That could be possible too. I'm not necessarily sure that that's what it is though. I think it's the fact that, they're like, you know what? Now that energy has kind of shifted and now they're kind of fighting with themselves as far as, looking back at, what did I do that was so wrong? What could I have done better? And that's a good thing. So I feel like that's kind of like the big thing here. Whoever the other person is could be reflecting on that. However, you or whoever this is in this scenario, that could be, coming together with another person, or they've or whoever this one, if it's one person, then they are like basically, they've come together with themselves. They're becoming complete. They are now a perfected work. Okay? So, this is a very, very deep reading. Hopefully, people are able to kind of follow on and kind of get it metaphorically. And if not, then that's okay, Once in a while, I get somebody who's like, I don't understand this reading. I can't understand it. Well, just bear in mind that if a reading is ever confusing to you, if you don't understand it, it's because it's not your message. It's just simply not your message. If it makes no sense, you know, you're just like, at this, I can't even understand what you're saying, then that reading's not for you. And I'm probably not on your frequency. If you're on my frequency, you know, as much I have a collective, you know, then, you know, the collective, you know, certain people, you know, we resonate with each other. We understand each other. We get each other. It's not a bad thing if you don't get me. It's not a bad thing. It's just I'm not for you, and that's okay. Maybe one day you will be, you know? But if you can't understand, you know, certain people or whatever, just understand that that's because it's not for you. You're not on the same frequency, and that's all. If this was your reading, you'll completely understand it. Completely. You will completely understand it. Okay? So, all right. A little bit of twists and turns in here. Advice. Oh. Defeat. That's all there is. That's what this is called, defeat. Somebody defeated that person. Somebody feels defeated. However, make sure you stay on the good side of judgment. Don't be like, you know, oh, good, I served them right. They should have never gotten rid of me. Well, yeah, they got rid of you because if they hadn't gotten rid of you, you would not be where you are, or going towards where you're going. You would not become successful. You would not be finding whatever it is that you want. You would not be finding the sweetness of life. Maybe you didn't come in anything great, but you know what? You actually know who you are. You found who you are. Maybe you feel complete. You're not rattled by other people. You're content and you're wise. Sometimes that's the reward. Not everything is a Disney movie. Not everything is a Disney movie. Okay? Sometimes you don't always get the prince, you know, or the princess. Sometimes you are, you know, sometimes you are both. Sometimes you are the reward. Sometimes you are the reward of yourself. You know, look who I am. Man, once upon a time I was this. But look at me now. And I'm actually content with that. And I'm actually secure and confident. Man, now that I'm here, what can I do with myself? What can I get myself into? Sometimes that's the reward. Okay? You defeated the odds. You defeated the odds. Okay? So, it's kind of like a congratulations. Maybe some people are going to be like reflecting upon themselves now, seeing how you've maybe defeated the odds. Okay? I'm going to leave it there. All right? That's it. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can email becomethestar1111@gmail.com, or you can hit me up through Instagram, Become the Star. It's all one word, all lowercase. That's it. All right? That's it. Good luck. Have a good weekend.